Hello guys, welcome back for another question from the topic matrices, and let's see what do we have to do in this question. So we have to find the products of two matrices, and the two matrices that we are given are A and B, and we have to multiply both the matrices. So first of all, let me give you a brief idea about how to multiply two matrices. Suppose there is 2 cross 2 matrix here with 4 elements, and the another matrix is 2 cross 2 with again 4 elements, and we have to multiply them. So the first important property for the matrix multiplication is that the number of uh, number of columns in the first matrix, number of columns in the first matrix should be equal to the number of rows in the second matrix. That means if the order of first matrix is R1 into C1 and the order of second matrix is R2 into C2, then C1 and C2 both must be equal. If this does not happen, then the matrix multiplication is not possible. So let us see. If the given condition is satisfied, then what's the next step? The next step is that we move horizontally in the first matrix and vertically in the second matrix, and then multiply the corresponding elements to each other. For example, our resultant matrix is somehow like this: 2 cross 2 looks something like this, and our first element, this is second, this is third, and this is fourth. So how to calculate the first element? The way to calculate the first element is I am going to show you now. So first we multiply this element with this. Now the corresponding element in the vertical direction in the second matrix is this one. So we multiply this one to this and add them together and place it here. Let me show you with the another example with another element. Just give me a sec. Okay. So suppose we have to find the last element. So how do we do that? First, we multiply this element to this. Sorry, not this one. I made it wrong. First, we multiply this element to this element, and then this element to this element. So, what are we able to observe? That we are moving in the horizontal direction in the second matrix. So that's how we multiply them. So let us see the question now. We are given two matrices A and B, and we have to multiply them. So let us see the first step. Okay, so our first step is that we multiply A to A and B to B and add them. That's what they have done here. For finding the second element, we have to multiply A to minus B and this B to A. That's what they have done here. Now to find the third element, we have to multiply minus B to A and A to B. That's what they have done here. And finally, for the last element, we have to multiply minus B to minus B and then A to A and then add them. So this is our last element. So finally we get a matrix that looks like this one, and this is our final matrix. This is the multiplication of the above given two matrices A and B. So I hope you got it. Now let us move to the next part. Now we have to find the product of these two matrices. This is A, this is B. First of all, let us check whether the main condition before the matrix multiplication satisfies or not. The main condition was that the number of rows in the second matrix must be equal to the number of columns in the first matrix. So let us see. The order of first matrix, this one, is 3 rows into 1 column. The order of second matrix, this one, is 1 row into 3 column. So our R2 is this one and our C1 is this one. So we see that our C1 is equal to R1. Now we can proceed for matrix multiplication. So our first step is that we have to first multiply 1 with 2, then 1 with 3, and sorry, Let me explain it to you in a better way. Okay, so our first element will be we multiply 1 by 2, that is it. Our second element will be we multiply 1 by 3, this is one, and our third element will be we multiply 1 by 4, and similarly we find the other elements. So that's how we do the multiplication part in matrices. So finally we get our answer as that looks like this matrix. So this was also Z. Now let us move to the next slide. So now we have two matrices. Let us call the first one as A and the second one as B. So the order of first matrix is 2 cross 2, 2 rows and 2 columns. And the order of second matrix is 2 rows into 3 columns, that is 2 cross 3. So now the columns present in the first matrix are equal to the columns present in the second matrix. The rows present in the second matrix. So now we can move for the matrix multiplication. So now let us see the first step. Our first step is that we do the multiplication by moving horizontally in the first matrix and vertically in the second matrix, and then we multiply the corresponding elements in the direction. So I see that they have not given the final answer. Let me solve it for you. So our final resultant matrix will have order 2 cross 3. That is number of rows in the first matrix and number of columns in the second matrix. This will be our resultant matrix. So let me draw a matrix for you. We have 2 rows and we have 3 columns. So the first element will be 1 into 1 plus minus 2 into 2. That will be minus 3, I hope. Yes, minus 3. Our second element will be 1 into 2 plus minus 2 into 3. That will be minus 4, I hope. Yeah, minus 4. The third element will be 1 cross 3 plus minus 2 into 1, and it will make it 1. Fourth element will be 2 into 1 plus 3 into 2. That makes it 8. And fifth element is 2 into 2 plus 3 into 3. That makes it 3 3s are 9 plus 2 2s are 4. That makes it 13. And lastly, our last element is 6 plus 4 3. That makes it 9. So our resultant matrix looks like this. Now moving to the next slide. This time we have a 3 cross 3 matrix on the both sides, A and B. This is also 3 cross 3. This one is also 3 cross 3. So number of rows in the second matrix is equal to number of columns in the first matrix. So we can proceed further. So let us see the first step. Yeah, the first step is let me show you it for you. For which one element? Which element should I choose? Okay, I am gonna show you this element. This is 8th element. So how do we find the 8th element? Okay, so for the 8th element, we first multiply 4 into minus 3, 5 into 2, and 6 into 0. So we get our answer on simplification as minus 2. If we simplify the other expressions in the intermediate matrix, we get our final matrix as this one. So now moving to the next slide. This time the order of the first matrix is 3 cross 2, 3 rows into 2 columns, and the order of the second matrix is 2 rows into 3 columns. Again we see that the number of columns in the first matrix is equal to the number of rows in the second matrix. So now we can perform the multiplication operation on these two matrices. So again, the multiplication part is very easy. We have to multiply the corresponding elements and we get a final matrix as something like this given over here. So this multiplication part is really very easy. Now moving to the last slide. This time the order of our first matrix is 2 rows into 3 columns, and order of the second matrix is 3 rows into 2 columns. So we see that the number of columns in the first matrix are equal to the number of rows in the second matrix. So we can proceed further. Now let us see the first step. Okay, which element should I show you? Let me show you this element. One thing to remember is that suppose the order of first matrix is R1 into C1 and the order of second matrix is R2 into C2. Provided that C1 is equal to R2, then our resultant matrix will be of the order R1 cross C2. As you can very well see here, our R1 was 2 and our C2 is 2. So our resultant matrix will be 2 cross 2. That's what we are getting here. So now let me show you how to find the last element. So for finding the last element, we first multiply -1 into -3, 0 into 0 and 2 into 1, and we get our final answer as this matrix. So I hope you all got it. Thank you.